What's up, everybody? It's getting cold up here in Canada. I own the Husqvarna 562XP, and I've had this saw for about a year and a half. I use it for firewood, cutting trees down. It's one of my go-to saws right now, so we're gonna do a little review on it. I'll let you know my experience so far on it. Okay, so we'll just get right down to the meat and potatoes of it. 562XP is what you call, I guess it's the start of the pro class for the Husqvarna 5 series. So it's a pro saw. It's 60 cc's. I think it's actually 59.8 or something like that. So 60 cc's, I think that's around like 5 horsepower if you guys are measuring in that. A couple things that distinguish the Pro series from like a homeowner type saw is first they have the auto tune. Okay, the auto tuning carbs, so you don't need to do any adjustments on the carburetor. It's got a computer, it does all that for you. The bars are the Husky large mount. If you own like the Rancher series 460, I think 455 Rancher, and you're thinking about, you know, upgrading to the Pro saw, and you're gonna order it with a longer bar or shorter bar, and you're like, hey, I got a 24-inch bar on my Rancher 460. I'm gonna get a 28. Thinking your 460 Rancher bar is gonna fit on this. It's not gonna fit on this. It takes the Husky large mount bar, and if you're an Oregon guy, it's the D009. Okay, so if you already own a saw in the 300 series, like the 372 or anything that takes the large mount bar, it's gonna fit on this saw. Okay, I usually run a 24-inch or a 20. This is a 20. I like using 20 for firewood, especially where I'm going to get firewood. Sometimes I'm in the ATV. The shorter bar is just easier to pack away. 24 is nice too. Like I said, and I've said it before, we don't got a lot of big wood in my parts here, so the 24 is nice. It can pull a 28 though. It's spec'd out. I mean, you can put as big a bar as you want on it, but you can pull a 28. I have put a 28 on it a few times. It'll pull it. You gotta have a nice sharp chain. You can get this saw with the heated hand grips if you want. I didn't. I switched out to the full wrap. Okay, so it's got the full wrap, and when you buy the full wrap kit, it comes with the beefier dogs. Okay, the other thing, it's got a anti-vibration system, which on a Pro saw is a lot more robust. You can tell the difference. It's pretty smooth in your hands when you're running it. Okay, so if you're on the saw all day doing firewood, you're doing cords and cords of firewood, that's a really nice feature, having the anti-vibe. Okay. The cylinder, slanted cylinder on it. Okay. I think it's 46 millimeter. The air filter, these are actually upgraded. If you look at the old 562s, they had a different air filter on them, and I think they had to upgrade that because the guys were having problems with debris and sawdust getting into the intake, so they did fix that. You look, it's got the outboard clutch on it. Okay, so the outboard clutch with the chain brakes on the clutch cover. It's got these I think these are called captive bar nuts. So those are really nice when you're out in the bush. You're not losing them. They stay right on the clutch cover. From what I know about the outboard stuff, it's supposed to have a nicer balance when cutting. The saw is definitely narrower. The one thing I don't like about outboard clutches is you can't get at your sprocket and the bearing that's inside there. Okay, so on your Stills and some of your older Huskies, you can take your sprocket off and you can get at the bearing inside there and clean it and grease it. You can grease that bearing still. There's a little pinhole on the actual clutch. You just squirt grease into there. I've been running this saw for about 1.5 years. I've never had a problem with this saw, not one. It's always started. Nothing's broke on it. I haven't really had to turn a wrench on it whatsoever. It's got an adjustable oiler. Okay. So if you are gonna run the 28-inch bar, you can turn that thing right up. If you're running 18, 20-inch bar, you don't need it as high. I actually run it all the way wide open on all my whatever bar I'm putting on it. I'd rather have it oil too much than not enough. The chain tensioner's on the clutch cover. The tensioner is metal. There is the little knob on it is plastic, but it's like really thick, hard plastic. One of the nice things about cutting firewood in the fall is there's no bugs. And it's the bugs can drive you away sometimes. review on the Husqvarna 562. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions about the saw, throw them down in the comments section and I'll answer you right away. I highly recommend the saw. It's well worth the 1,100 bucks Canadian I paid for it. I've been using it primarily for firewood. Just kind of going over some of the stuff I like about it. I like the fact that you can put, you know, a longer bar on it if you wanted to. You can put the full wrap handle on it if you're into that. I have the Stihl MS261 and I love that chainsaw too, and I wish I could put a full wrap on it, but they don't make a factory one. I've seen guys do you know, fab up their own and stuff, but these Husqvarna 562, you can do that. And I mean, the saw speaks for itself. Go and buy one if you're thinking about it. You won't be disappointed. And that's the review. Catch you on the next video. Bye.